we helped launch a TV channel. We worked for bars, for restaurants, like you name it, we did it. But we did this, we kind of had this kind of core specialism. And in about 2015, 16, we were going through a patch where I was just, honestly, I was just like, I was kind of, what are we doing? You know, what's the point in all this? And we were winning clients as quick as we were losing them. And I did an analysis of the business and where we looked at kind of high maintenance, low maintenance clients versus profit, low profit and high profit, this matrix. And I know we'll come on to talk about the book, but it's one of the first chapters in the book. And what that, when I did that, was a realization that actually all the clients we loved working with that were loyal, that paid well, were predominantly all B2B and actually all in this pharmaceutical supply chain. So I kind of at the time made what felt like a very courageous decision to just effectively refocus the entire business on this sector. And at the time that was less than half of our business. So but it felt right. And the sector was growing. It was global. And that really excited the team and I at the time, John. It was just cool traveling all over the world as part of a marketing, at a time where Instagram and Facebook and all these types of platforms are getting bigger and bigger. Our team would be like, hey, we're in Copenhagen today. Hey, we're in New York today. And it generated interest from an employment perspective as well. And then once we made that decision, the traction from that point, it just supercharged our growth. And, becoming a specialist really was one of the initial pivot points that I think just supercharged where we went as a business.
But it's easier said than done. A lot of people, know they should probably specialize, but in particular in environments like we find ourselves in today, where the economy might be getting a little shaky, they take the position, look, I don't, beggars can't be choosers. I can't be selective here. I need the cash. I'm going to take what I can, and maybe I'll kind of have my cake and eat it too, and I'll say I have a specialty, but in the back door I'll kind of take whatever comers. You avoided that temptation. It sounded like after this 2015 sort of moment. Yeah. What was your secret to staying disciplined?
It's a great question, and bear in mind, before we did it, I had 6-7 years of not staying disciplined. So I knew, I knew what the other side of the coin looked like.
Which sounds to me, Ramon, like it was clients leaving as fast as you could win them. So sort of not super satisfied clients. What were the other downsides of not being specialized?
I think the one thing that I struggled is out. You almost felt like you were having to you had to learn a new industry every day. And I found that to an extent, it's quite exciting, but you had to be a specialist on this sector and then this sector and this sector. And what we found, and the reason we stayed disciplined, is when we said no to things, it allowed us to focus the attention on the stuff we wanted to say yes to. So as a consequence of that, John, our conversion rate went up because we were able to focus time, energy, and resources on the right kind of opportunities. The other thing I would say is it brought great clarity to the business. So, which events are you going to? What media are you consuming? How do we talk about ourselves on our website? What do we do from a marketing perspective? Who do we hire? It became less general and much more narrow, which in a sense is restrictive. And that's the challenge with it. It's kind of like it narrows everything, but within that, then it also creates opportunity and you get creative within those boundaries. And certainly that's what worked for us. And it wasn't without challenge by any stretch of the imagination, but at the same time, it no doubt helped us just become, Seth Godin uses the phrase, become meaningfully specific. That's exactly what we did. So to our potential clients, they would find us online and be like, oh my God, I cannot believe an agency like you exists.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video. If you love today's video, then I bet you're gonna absolutely love John Warrillow's best-selling book, Built to Sell. It's been endorsed by entrepreneurs such as Seth Godin, Bo Burlingham, Patrick Bet-David, Tim Ferriss, and many more. And guess what? You can grab a free copy of this book. All you have to do is head over to builttosell.com to grab your free copy today.